Yeah, I know a lot of you didn't expect to see this much Mega Man 3 in this series. I sure as hell didn't. But I got a special request from a celebrity. Helsing920 wanted to see me take on Hardman. And as you know, I've teased that in a few of my previous videos, so what the hell, let's put my money where my mouth is. I don't really know why Helsing920 was interested in watching me fight Hardman. I think he just likes Hardman in general. Hardman stage, unfortunately, is home to the worst music in the game. Yeah, sorry Hardman fans, but while good, this tune does not measure up to the songs of the other Robot Masters. If you just double back, those bees will very conveniently scroll off the screen into oblivion. How nice of them. If they didn't do that, they would drop 5 smaller bees that are really difficult to avoid. We're still going to have to deal with those later on. Speaking of difficult to avoid, forgive me if I go quiet. This guy gets enough screen time in the outtakes. He doesn't need any more. Yeah, I hate that Hammer Joe. He'd be a lot easier to take care of if I was allowed to use the magnet missiles there, but I can't. I need to save as many as I can for Hardman. If I didn't, I would use them here as well. These monkeys are really durable, and, well, really big pains in the butt. But we need all the magnet missiles we can muster, or we can save, rather, so Shadow Blade to the rescue. This ladder represents some trolling by Capcom. If you just keep climbing, you will get hit with that weight. How nice of them. Here, I have to use the magnet missiles because I can't throw Shadow Blades to the up and left. Don't ask me why, I have no idea. So because of that emulation issue, the same one that affects the Metal Blade in Mega Man 2 that I talked about before, I get gypped out of 4 magnet missiles. Doesn't make me too happy. I'm gonna wish I had those when I'm fighting Hardman. Nothing really of comment in this room, just be careful. This upper path here provides easy access to a very convenient E-tank. But we can't take damage anyway, so we just enjoy that really long, cool slide at the bottom. I used to love that as a kid, by the way. I would just slide back and forth for ages. In this room, we have our last Bumblebee. Alright, 2 of them survived the scrolling, but we took care of them. Let's see what the 1-up has to say. Better be nothing. Alright, and we're through. This room I thought would actually be the hardest in the stage. It's the Proto Man battle. But then I learned what to do. If you just go and stand at the very edge of this uppermost part of the platform, he can't hit you for some reason. I have no idea why that is. But I'm not going to complain. Unfortunately, it's not really foolproof. He can still sometimes hit you for some strange reason, and if you're too far over in either direction, you become vulnerable again. But we took him down, and with that we have just one more enemy to get through. And by get through, I really just mean avoid. Goodbye. And now we are through to Hardman, who unfortunately has really been living up to his name. This will be a quiet fight. You really just want to get to the other edge of the screen as quickly as you can. And try to keep the magnets on the screen, of course. That was close. Okay, I have a feeling this is going to be it. Yeah, just one more hit. And thank the living fuck. Hardman's down. Yeah, that was no fun. Thanks a lot, Helsing. I love you too. For our troubles, we get the hard knuckle. The hard doesn't really apply to its power so much as how difficult it is to actually use properly. God, that thing sucks. You can very slightly aim it. Beyond that, it has no benefits whatsoever. It's extraordinarily sluggish. But yeah, Hardman is down. We have completed half the Robot Masters from Mega Man 3, and actually, come to think of it, Top Man, Magnet Man, Snake Man, and now Hardman. Not only does that make a plus shape, it leaves the corners unspoken for, and those are actually the 4 stages that become the Doc Robot stages later in the game. I wonder if I'll be able to tackle any of those. For now, though, enjoy the many, many, many outtakes. This guy here is very easily taken care of with the magnet missile, which we have. But we won't be using. We're going to want to save that. You can also take him out just by being very careful. Ignore me. This Hammer Joe up here can be very easily taken care of with the magnet missiles, which we do have. But we want to save those, so we can actually just take him out by being careful and using the Mega Buster. Well, 1 out of 2 ain't bad. These bees here can really fuck up your day. Here's where we're going to encounter that other bee, unfortunately. Let's see what we can do. Okay, not too bad, and I think the bee is gone. So now it's just a matter of making it past the piranha plants. Or fucking not. But we want to conserve the magnet missiles. So instead, we'll just take him out with the Mega Buster and be very careful. No, we won't. Now up here, we're going to meet that last bee. Let's see how that actually goes. Ha! That well. Okay, up here we have this Hammer Joe, who is actually very easy to take care of to use the magnet missiles. But we don't want to use those up. So instead, we're just going to have to be careful with the Mega Buster. But not the slide. Okay, up here is the last bee in the stage, and he's a lot more problematic. So let's see how this actually goes. That didn't give me any reaction time. But I'm not going to complain. This is Mega Man. Speaking of difficult to avoid, this Hammer Joe is a real pain in the butt. He's easy to take out with the magnet missiles, but we want to conserve those, so we don't really... One more hit, right? Yeah. This Hammer Joe is very easy to avoid if you use the magnet missiles. He can't hit you then. He can hit you now. Speaking of difficult to avoid, this Hammer Joe is really making life a living hell for me. You can do that, though I wouldn't advise you to do so. This Hammer Joe is a real pain. We can take him out very safely with the magnet missiles, but we're going to need those. Come on! This Hammer Joe is actually really difficult and... well, yeah, he is really difficult to defeat, but it's very safe to take him out. What? Okay, this Hammer Joe is easy to take out with the magnet missile. Really? Oh, let me just practice this fucking thing. Why is it no problem now? Okay, here's the last Bumblebee in the stage. Let's see how this goes. Come on! Hard Man can be, well, a bit tough. Fuck! A little bit of trolling by Capcom. If you keep climbing here, you have that happen. Now we get equipped with Magnet Missile. And take on Hardman, who, he can tend to live up to his name. You want to stay to the edge and take very small jumps. And preferably fire the magnet missile on screen. Fucking hell! Okay, in this room we have that last bee. Let's see how it actually goes. Okay, we still have 2 to deal with, but those aren't too bad. And now we just have the piranha plants. Come on! Down here we have Proto Man, who I really expected to be the worst part of the stage. He can still be pretty tricky, but now I at least know what to do. No, I don't. Speaking of difficult to avoid, it's Hammer Joe. And I'm gonna go quiet. Not that it's gonna help. I thought he'd be the worst part of the stage, but then I learned, actually, how to take care of him. It's not foolproof, but if you stand on the very edge of the upper platform, he can't hit you for some reason. Unfortunately, he moves pretty quickly, and it's kind of tough to position yourself. If you're too far over on either way, he'll be able to hit you. I really don't know why this works, but I'm certainly not going to question it. What? Is it one more hit again? Let me see. Yeah. And with that, we are through to Hardman, who, unfortunately, has so far been living up to his name. Fuck! Come on! You want to get to the extreme edge of the screen as quickly as you can. And if you can, you want to shoot magnet missiles at him rather than off the screen. Come on. Okay, 2 more hits. That was supposed to be 2 more hits on you, not from you. I thought this room would be the hardest in the stage, actually. But then I learned how to handle it. Or not! It's very easy to go too far off or too far in, and either way, you're in trouble. He can hit you then. But he's gone. Durable little bastard. And that leaves us with just 1 more enemy to take care of. Really? Fucking really? As Cary Grant put it so well in North by Northwest, whoops. Yeah, I don't know what I was expecting with this one. From my previous commentaries, you know that I was a little bit intimidated by the idea of doing a Hardman stage. But I practiced it a few times, I still had every intention of giving it a valid try, and then Helsing requested it, and that made me move it to the front of the list. Kinda regretting that. I don't know if I was quite ready for this one, or really if it was ever gonna go well. This was a really tough stage. In fact, it was so tough that I thought it was going to take me a whole 10 attempts before I had a successful no-damage run of Hardman on tape. And really, I thought that would be pretty evenly split between Hardman himself and Proto-Man. Well, you saw the outtakes. Neither one of those had anything on one really, really minor enemy toward the beginning of the stage. Yeah, thanks to Hammer Joe, it actually took me 30 attempts. I'm mortified. But I did make it all the way through the stage without making an obscene Hardman joke. I think I deserve some kind of recognition for that. We only have 1 more Robot Master to go before we finish off another board. That makes me feel really good. So stick around. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I hope you enjoy the next. Take care of yourselves, and thanks for watching.